Alrighty guys, and welcome back to a brand new video, and today we are doing a 10-year Dallas Mavericks rebuild after getting the opportunity to draft Cooper Flagg, which they will draft in NBA 2K25. So I know we just recently, like a month or two ago, did a 10-year rebuild with the Dallas Mavericks, but I kind of want to redo it now that they have a chance to Cooper Flagg. That just completely changes anything. That's what we're going to be doing. I know we just did a draft lottery, but like I said, I do want to do a 10-year rebuild around Cooper Flagg for 10 years. I think that'll be a fun video, man. I don't know about you guys, but I think, having a team built around Cooper Flagg for 10 years straight would be fun. I'm going to do it. I wanted to wait till after we did the draft lottery. Man, I just couldn't wait. I think it would be too fun of an idea. We're going to do it, man. Bro, I'm not going to lie. Mavericks getting Ace Baylor is crazy. We already know, not Ace Baylor, Cooper Flagg is crazy. We already talked about it. Everybody knows this at this point. So I don't really have to say much more about it. We're going to draft Cooper Flagg and number one overall pick. Opportunity to draft him once again is a blessing to all Mavericks fans. So let's select him with a number one overall pick. So number one, start this video off with a bang. Cooper Flagg, welcome to Dallas. We'll be rebuilding around you for the next 10 years straight. Welcome to Dallas, my friend. Lively will accept. Kyrie will decline his player option, but I think he'll do that. Obviously, he has leverage over the Mavericks at this point. They are probably going to be really desperate to bring him back, obviously. They want to make a big three or have a really good team for the future. Kyrie is probably like a future guy, 33 years old. Man, I remember this guy used to be a young star, but now he's 33 years old. But anyway, Kyrie Irving going to bring him back. So if we can get him to like 50 million for 3 years. That's fair, in my opinion. So 50 million for 3 years. So, oh, by the way, what is AD's contract? Because Anthony Davis, by the way, I'm a Lakers fan, so like I said, it's going to be nice if we get Anthony Davis another championship. So Anthony Davis has about 3 years left on his deal, but it's a player option. So I want to match his deals up with Anthony Davis. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to see if we can match it up. So 3-year deal, 50 million is probably what I'm going to offer him. So their contracts will match up in a way. Kessler Edwards is getting minutes for the Mavericks, so I wouldn't mind if he comes out as a qualifying offer. That would be nice. But Kyrie Irving is the guy we're going to re-sign, and then we could have had some other options we could have signed as well. I saw like Bryce Simpson by the Bev. Kyrie Irving, but he'll be injured, honestly. So I think right now it makes sense for us to possibly trade Washington or Najee Marshall for a starting point guard that can start while Kyrie is out. I heard that the Mavericks are looking to do that. Obviously, I heard some guys like D'Angelo Russell. But first, before we do anything, I'm going to wait on day totals. I feel like if we get a guy like D'Lo that can start for us, so I don't think we bring back Dinwiddie, Exum, Kai Jones, Edwards. I wouldn't mind him back. But if we can get like a solid, we don't have to trade for like somebody crazy. But what really we need while Kyrie's out is a playmaker. Mavericks fans get this confused. They don't really need a scorer at the starting point position. They need more of a playmaker that can play make and at least hold the offense down until Kyrie comes back. So Ty Jerome is a great option, but he's too much money. Let's see. Fred VanVleet, I don't really like the idea of that. Let's see. Chris Paul isn't a good option, but is D'Angelo Russell still here? Because if so, I wouldn't mind getting him like a one-year deal, but damn, I wish we had him in a signed deal. He kind of be the perfect guy we need. I'm not going to lie with you. Be kind of like the perfect guy as I drop my controller. So I don't know how I just freaking drop my controller like that, but I think we trade for a guy. How about Dennis Schroeder? Dennis Schroeder would probably be a good option, but I'm going to see. If not, we'll sign Dennis Schroeder. So we could do a simple trade like this where you get Alonzo Ball. I know he's a good playmaker. He can defend. We don't really need scores. Maybe I would love to keep Washington out of it. Maybe trade like somebody else. What if we trade like Caleb Martin and Dwight Powell, 2 guys for Alonzo Ball? And I would love to keep Washington. So it might just be a player trade. We don't have any second-round pick trades. So these 2 guys for Alonzo Ball, they agree. So we get a solid point guard. We can start on Lonzo Ball while Kyrie Irving's gone, and then we'll absolutely take that more than anything else. So Lonzo Ball will be the guy. Edwards is back. But AD is regressing, which is expected. But Flagg obviously is going to have the upper edge. This team's going to be good, amazing when healthy. But we have 14 players in the team right now. At this moment, we're just waiting for Kyrie Irving to come back. It'll give me probably like how long Morrow's going to be out for. I expect it to either stay out for the rest of the season or 4 to 6 months. Because mind you, Kyrie Irving got a torn ACL, so we have to maybe lower our expectations a little bit here. But I've seen the Mavericks do really good in 2K. We're going to be doing this for 10 years straight. So I think this is the next 10-year rebuild we're going to do anyway. Probably another team. I don't really know. But I want to start doing more 10-year rebuilds. So you got Lonzo Ball, who started as our starting point guard. Klay Thompson will start at the 2, which I guess we could do that. Flagg, Anthony Davis, Derek Lively, Daniel Gafford, and Najee Marshall. So I heard trade rumors about Daniel Gafford as well, that he wants starting center money and they might not be able to afford him, which is interesting because we could trade him. Obviously, he's 27 years old, be really valuable to a team. Najee Marshall, Peter Washington. We're going to keep everybody the same. We're going to keep Marshall and everybody else. We'll go 10-man rotation, though, and then they'll get Jaden Hardy in the rotation, which is fine. Like I said, Prosper out of the rotation another year. It sucks, but we're going to leave it like this. Lonzo Ball will start until Kyrie Irving comes back in 4 to 6 months. I expected that, but I'll now see you guys at the end of the season. He's your MVP at the end of the season. But he goes back-to-back MVPs. I definitely see happening. Cooper Flagg right here. Kind of this disappointing season. Not really, but I expected a lot better. I mean, not I expected a lot better. I see him do better too. But this is rookie season. We don't know what Flagg becomes, so I guess I can't really get mad. We're the 2 seed as we got Portland in round 1. Finished off 59 and 23, so the Dallas is back in contention without Luka Doncic. We had 23 from Kyrie. He came back in March. 21 from Anthony Davis, 14 from Flagg, 12 from Klay Thompson. He shot about 47% from 3. 12 from Najee Marshall. I know he's not a good shooter in 2K. I know that for a fact. But what Washington with 10.5. I like to keep him, but he's also not the greatest 2K either. And, we can just let him go. 10 from Gafford. We had 9 or 10 and 8 and a block from Lively. We had 9 from Hardy, 9 from Lonzo Ball. We had 7 from Max Christie and a 0.3 from Brandon Williams. But how is this playoff rotation? We want to start Max Christie at the 2, which is okay. Klay is cold, but I think we have to play Klay Thompson, man. So we'll go 9-man rotation. But I still think we might have to play Klay in the rotation because it's Klay Thompson, man. We can't really give Klay DMPs in the playoffs, especially he's cold, but that's from the regulars, so I guess he was actually pretty bad. So no, I guess we'll do. We'll bench Klay Thompson. So we got Portland in round 1. So Scoot, Sharp, Kamara, Avdia, Aiden, Simons, Clay, and Robert Williams. So that's the Blazers round 1 to sweep them. Now we got the Clippers. So Harden is obviously he's still in the team. He signed the 1-year deal. So obviously the Clippers are getting washed. So we'll see if we can beat them. We're gonna beat them if I know he got Minnesota, so this will be harder. They added John Collins to the team and Kendrick Williams. So game 1 they're gonna take. Game 2 they're up. Game 3 they're up 2-1. Even up 2-2. We're up 3-2, and we're gonna do a game 7. So then Simcast is game 7. So I'm not gonna really fix it because I kind of know what they want to do. They want to after benching him, they want to play him in the starting 5. Which trust me, I know it makes no sense, but I don't want to. We'll play him minutes, but I'm not going to completely go away from Max Christie, man. I don't really understand why they would even want to try that. I know he's been bad. We can't really just play a guy in the starting 5 that has just been bad, that just hadn't played in the whole playoffs. And then, and he's older. It doesn't make any sense. Maybe he has experience, but we are going to lose here. So we're going to lose by 10, but they're still, so the Celtics are back in the finals. It looks like Tatum came back after that injury, which is very unlikely to happen. LeBron James will retire. But in the draft lottery, we got the Hornets with number 1 overall pick. I am debating between this Max Strus trade and this pick, and I think the pick where we get pick 13 makes a little more sense. So the Spurs can get a guy that can help them out. Obviously, Klay Thompson can shoot the hell out of the ball still. We all know that. And obviously, he could fill right into the shooting guard spot or small forward. Probably move him to small forward so he could play small forward for them. He could be the backup small forward. Or he can, in theory, be the backup too. It's really whatever they want him to be. So we're going to do this trade. They get win now, help. Now, I don't agree with 2 firsts for Klay Thompson. I'm fine with moving up to the draft because I don't think that's really making sense for us. So we trade Klay Thompson away, open up $17 million and make some more moves. And we get rid of Klay Thompson. Obviously, he'll probably regress, and we can obviously. So adding rookie contracts can sometimes be good and sometimes be bad because, as we all know, when you obviously after the 4 years, you're going to ask for a lot of money. So that's the one thing, I hate about rookie contracts. But it can also be good because it saves you a lot of money. So who could we take with the 13th overall pick here? So we got Jaden, Hall of Fame. No, it's Caleb Wilson. You all know he's Hall of Fame sailing. So I don't know. We could take. So there's 3 Hall of Fame guys here: Wilson, Mikael Brown. But who did the mock draft project us to take? Or it's not really us. It's the Spurs still, because I guess we did it on draft night. But Well, we probably need the most at this point. I would say a big just in case we trade Gafford or probably like a guard. I don't know. I don't know. Whatever's there. I don't hate the idea of taking Jaden. I also don't hate the idea of taking Darius A Cup Jr., which I might do. Darius A Cup Jr., welcome to the team. He'll be our Kyrie replacement in the future. 75 overall, but that Hall of Fame potential really has me excited about that trade so we can Luka Doncic obviously can't really sign him back. So now they got rid of Clay, 17 million. Honestly, I really think we could resign Washington, but we're probably above the second apron at this point, which I think we are, 204 million. It goes up by 10% every year, but I don't think we're at that point yet. So we'll let Washington go. Ben Williams and Kessler Edwards could go as well. So our rotation will be Kyrie, Lonzo Ball, Jaden Hardy. So we have a bit of a guard log jam here, but I think we can move on these guys to the two and we'll be good. So like Lonzo goes down, Hardy goes up though. That literally makes no sense because Lonzo's taller. But whatever happens, happens. I guess that literally made no sense. If we're being serious, but oh well. So Lonzo Ball, second division will fix. And then point guard, we should be good after that. So we got Kyrie Irving, Lonzo Ball, Darius Akuff. We have As Christie, Jaden Hardy, Cooper Flagg, Najee Marshall, Anthony Davis, Prosper, and the Lively and Gafford. So AD will regress, but I'm really excited about how good Cooper Flagg will be this year. So we could sound like a Keyshawn George if he wants to play the bench, but honestly, I'm cool with having Olivier Maximus Prosper. This will be his last year in his rookie deal, so he needs to prove something this year. You could also move him to small forward. He probably would go up a lot more as well, which he does. So obviously that makes Najee Marshall expendable, but we'll probably move him to small forward and still have him play in the rotation because I want him to be as high of an overall as possible. So we'll move him to small forward. The rest of that will make it a little weird, but he'll still play power forward. That'll be his secondary position. He'll play that position for us. So we can sound like a bridge guy just in case things don't work out at that way. So we'll sound like Trey Lyles to like minimum. We can do that. So we'll do that. And we're now to Washington, Brandon Williams. All of that will be gone. So player progression. Actually, we might have opened up a little bit more money since the cap holds are gone. So what is our salary cap now? So no, it didn't really go down much. Oh well. Play progression. So Kyrie is staying the same, but his inside defense and inside scoring went down. But AD is down too. So these guys are getting worse and worse every year. Cooper Flagg is up to 89 though. Lively's up 2. Hardy is up 4 overall, so he'll be good. Najee Marshall's down. Isn't that great in 2K, like I said. So we'll have a couple guys that obviously need to re-sign in the offseason if we do re-sign them. But we need to win a championship this year and then hopefully run it back the next year. And then we can at least have something to run it back for the championship. So this could possibly be AD and Kyrie's last year. I'm not guaranteeing it, but I'm going to say there's a solid chance they do leave in the offseason. So we'll see. I do want to keep him for at least another year if possible. But if we still don't win by that, we just have to move on and make Cooper Flagg number 1 guy for the future. But we got Kyrie, Hardy. They want to start him at the 2. Honestly, I guess it's fine. I think I'd much rather start a guy like Max Christie at the 2, though, for more defense. So I think we'll end up doing that instead. I like Hardy, but he's going to play the bench this year. So I don't know what we do in this year. So I guess we can just take some minutes away from like Hardy, Marshall, and then we'll give 4 minutes to Christie. But as a starter, I want to play a little bit more minutes than that. So 26 is fine. So Kyrie, Christie, Flagg, AD, Lively, Gafford. So I don't want Gafford to play minutes over Lively, though. So I want Lively to play. Gafford, Hardy, Marshall, Prosper. That'll be your 9 rotation. That does leave Lonzo Ball after rotation. We're at 10 man. It shouldn't really hurt that much. We'll fix it again where we'll get 23 minutes. Christie will get the upper edge in the rotation, obviously, over Marshall. So we'll do that. And then Hardy over Marshall. And I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Made the trade deadline to get Taylor Hendricks, but maybe the Jazz just lost trust in him to be obviously that guy with the 4th overall, not the 4th, the 9th overall pick. He having a really good season, 9.6 points per game, 5 rebounds, obviously really good defense as well. 43% from 3 is what I'm really looking at. So, and Najee Marshall, it has been ice cold in the rotation. He wants an extension, but I can't extend him. So if we can get somebody for the future like Taylor Hendricks, trade a 1st round pick, I'm fine with this. So Taylor Hendricks well, maybe they don't want to pay Taylor Hendricks. I would, me personally, but Alonzo is cold, so also shrink the rotation now. Hendricks will slide this. I say, wait, man, I thought he would go up at small forward. Actually, I'm kind of angry he didn't go up at small forward because damn, that's kind of means why I trade him. Thought he go up a little bit more, but it's fine. He'll still be honestly better than Najee Marshall at this point. Christie's also cold out of the rotation, but okay, it's whatever. Jokic is your MVP at the end of the season, but I'm honestly surprised. This team, okay, so when I rebuild the team, we're not that good. When the CPU does it, they win back to back to back to back to back every single time. Cooper Flagg averaging 30 at this time, but I'd be patient. 25 from Kyrie, 21.5 from Flagg. This isn't even the full thing yet, man. AD is definitely washed at this point, so I guess I wouldn't mind moving on from him. Maybe it's time to trade. I'm really not that sure. But the bench was garbage. Lonzo wasn't good. I don't know. But gonna run an 8-man rotation. Mentalization also going down. So here we go. Need a championship this year. That's what I'm looking for. Do we play Prosper over Christie at this point? Prosper was on fire before we kicked him out the rotation, but I don't know. He's a higher overall. So we got New Orleans around one. So DeJounte Murray still on this team. They still got VJ. They have VJ Edgecombe. They drafted Herbert Jones. They have Zion, Misi, Sexton, Trey Murphy, Hawkins, and Brandon Boston. So game one, we're gonna take game two. We're gonna take game three. They're gonna take game four, and we are gonna beat them in five to play the Houston Rockets. So the Houston Rockets were the eighth seed. They beat the one-seeded Timberwolves, team that we couldn't beat. I don't think so. Now we got Houston. They starting Nolan Triori, Green, Brooks. Honestly, bro, the shooting on this team is pretty terrible. Other than Jalen Green, Traore isn't even shooting good from three. Brooks isn't even shooting good from three in the playoffs. Ahmed Thompson, we all know he actually 36% from three. Maybe Ahmed Thompson developed the 3-point shot. I'm not aware. Never mind. So I guess, but game one we're gonna take. Game two, even it up. Game three, we're up 2-1. Even up 2-2. We're up 3-2, and we're gonna beat them at 6. Okay. Now we got San Antonio. So San Antonio has Fears and Castle. They have Vassell, and so they have Jaren Jackson and Wimby. So obviously, that's going to be hard to score on. They added Jacoby Walter off the bench. They also had Alex Caruso here as well, getting playoff minutes. But here we go. Game one. We're going to take game two. They ended up game three. They're up 2-1. Even up 2-2. I'm going to simcast this game five. They want to go ahead and start Max Christie in the starting five. So we'll see how this goes. But I'm going to see if we can take the lead in the series here in San Antonio. This would be a huge game to win. Every game is a big game to win, but we're going to win it. 123 to 110, 31 from Flagg, 30 from Sohan. I don't know how really Jimmy Sohan scored 30 points on us, but we're up 3-2 now. So all I need to do is win one more game. It's that simple. It's that simple, right? But I've seen things at 2K. We're up 3-2. We choke it in 7, which is looking like honestly might happen, man. But I honestly hope it doesn't happen. So now we have to sweat at game 7 to San Antonio. They wanted to bench Max Christie. And of course it is going to happen. We're going to lose. I just knew it, bro. I just knew it. Oh well, we couldn't get a championship here, which is just so frustrating because I've seen this team win by now. But when I rebuild, I love to get Case and Wallace here if I can. I'm willing to offer him and Prosper to get it done. Prosper is really good 3-point shooter, so Case and Wallace would help us out. If they don't agree to this, we could go after I was looking at maybe with these two salaries, we could probably maybe snag a Dyson Daniels or Andrew Nimhard. Andrew Nimhard would that be better than Case and Wallace at this point? How tall is Case and Wallace? He's 6'3", but Case Wallace might have this slight edge on defense. Let's see. Look at their perimeter defense. So his perimeter defense is an A+, and then obviously A+ as well for him. What about 3-point shooting? 3-point shooting. I think Case Wallace might be the better fit, and he might progress even more. 23 years old. So we'll offer this as we're gonna offer, see if we get Case of Wallace. I looked at Andrew Nimhard as well, but Wallace would be the best fit defensively and 3-point shooting wise. I wonder if we get him on the team, offering Christie, Prosper, and a second. We get Wallace. Okay, Wallace and Kyrie, pretty undersized, but it'll work, man. Wallace, A+ or A 3-point shooter, and A+ perimeter defense, and obviously he'll be a great fit at shooting guard for us. So we'll take that. And we should have a. Sorry, I did sign trade Prosper as well, but I think Lee probably had to, man. He wasn't going to get any better shooting wise anyway. So, fine with that. Kyrie and AD's regression will hit this year. This will probably, if we don't win this year, this is officially the last season because Flagg will only have one more year in his rookie contract next year. There's 2 more years now, but AD and Kyrie, Darius Acuff will probably replace Kyrie Irving. He's up to 81, so he'll be a rotational piece this year. But all right, final year of AD and Kyrie. Go show me something. Go show me why I'm not making. Show me why I'm making a mistake. I'm moving off from you guys. So, where I'm gonna say it. You know, would we have max salary space if we potentially, let these guys go in free agency? We have it's not a younger star. I just have to see. So if we let the both of these guys go, we have 94 million. Let me see who we have to pay. So I think this is only if AD opts in too. So we might have even more money to that. So we can. So yeah, we might. I don't know. I'm not quite sure this is completely accurate, but we might honestly. And next year's free agency class, who do we have that can be like a star we could pair next to? I mean, there's not really anybody too intriguing, really. I like to get a guard to pair with him, but man, we might have to trade for that. So it's not really. Yeah, it's free. Let's get Ja Morant, Ja and Flagg for the future. I don't know how you guys feel about that. If he doesn't sign an extension, obviously there's a bunch of other options we go after as well. Like Castle will be a free agent, I believe so. But I don't know. We don't have to worry about that. Worry about the Kyrie, Wallace, Flagg, AD, Lively, Gafford, Hardy, Hendricks, and Darius Acuff. So let's see if this team can go out there and win a championship for me. Well, okay, now this is the Cooper Flagg I know. MVP in his third season, averaged 30, 10, and 7, a steal and 2 blocks per game. This right here is the Cooper Flagg that I was telling you guys about, man. What a jump, bro. I ain't gonna lie, what a jump. He was looking to be kind of like, an average superstar eventually to this. Now he's an all-star superstar. Cola P, rookie of the year, averaging 8 points. This is one of the worst rookie years I've ever seen. And plus, because he wasn't even a rookie this year. Actually, I'm completely wrong. Wait. No, he was a rookie this year. Jaden Ivey's your 6 man, but we ended up being at 59-20. So I guess it took us a year to, because everything. So I would have loved to play the Lakers in the college finals, but they're not even here. But okay. Player said we had about 30 from Fly, 22 from Kyrie. So Kyrie still has it. He hasn't even regressed that much, but he's wanted to sign an extension. Him and AD, I don't want to sign an extension. But I don't know. We have 22 from Kyrie, 16, 8, and a block from Lively. So Lively has turned to a really good player for us. I didn't even push his shot tendency up either. He just literally did that. So he'll obviously be good. I've never seen Lively average 16 points. So obviously that makes AD just so more expendable if he opts in. For 14 from Hardy off the bench, 8.5 from Case Wall. Where he shoot from three, 35% on about 1.6 steals. So pretty solid, 8 from Darius Acuff Jr., 8 from Gafford, and 6 from Hendricks. So obviously, Steve will just continue to develop and continue to get better. Really excited what we have in Cooper Flagg here. But I think we keep the rotation the same probably. We could go 8-man. We'll see. We'll see how this series one goes. So we got the Houston Rockets again. They add someone new off the bench. They added Clint Capella. So Capella's back in Houston. Yes, I remember when he used to play with James Harden in Houston. He used to be a rebounding dog. We're gonna take game one. We can probably just simulate current round. We're gonna sweep them. Now we got Golden State. So Golden State has Giddey, so no more Steph Curry. So they have Giddey, Podziemski, Moody, and Giannis Antetokounmpo. So Giannis is in Golden State. Probably not what Warriors fans will like. They probably want Giannis to come with Curry. They have Robert Williams. So shooting isn't the best spacing around Giannis, but they do have Isaiah Joe off the bench. So that's an elite shooter. John Zhang could shoot the ball. Brandon Williams, he was in Dallas. Yeah, he was in Dallas. Now he went to Golden State. These are 3 solid role of So here we go. Game 1, they're gonna take. Game 2, we really seriously gonna go out like this. Are we really gonna go out? So there's no way. This game is unreal. This game is actually unreal. It's unreal to rebuild a team in 2K. It's not real. It's honestly not real, man. It's honestly sad and frustrating that this is happening. Really, like we do all this good in the regular season, this loses the Warriors team now. Wasn't even that worried about, man. It's honestly, it's incredible that this is NBA 2K25, you guys. This is NBA 2K25. I guess Giannis has absolutely fried our defense. If that's it, who else was scoring? Giddey's never doing this. Giddey is never having this series in his lifetime. I'm sorry. But that's the reality of things. Warriors going to win the championship, don't they? No, they lose to this freaking Hornets, man. I actually hate this, bro. All right, we're gonna have to move on. The next rebuild I do, you're gonna see the Mavericks win 5 championships. I remember this next time I upload a video. Reject the pick 14 via OKC. I don't remember what that's from, but we're not even gonna get the pick anyway, so I don't even know what that was even from. But I think it was like a lottery protected pick or something. But we're not gonna get it anyway. Yeah, the 29th overall pick. This Lakers pick might come valuable next year. I'm not gonna trade the Lakers pick. They still have Luka, right? I think I saw. Yeah, they still have Luka. He's under contract for 2 more years. He'll most likely opt out of that player option. But man, this guy's good. Look at this man. Crazy how the Mavericks trade this guy away. But imagine Luka and Flagg for the future, man. Now that would have been crazy if they would have found out a way to keep Luka. And maybe they still missed the playoffs. Then they get Cooper Flagg with the NBA. Still would have given Cooper Flagg. Who knows? But I think this team will be bad next year. That's what we're hoping on, obviously. But I'm just really frustrated, man. So AD is gonna have to go, as well as Kyrie Irving. This just hasn't worked out. But the next video we do, I'm telling you guys, they're gonna win back to back to back NBA championships, probably 3 times in a row. Welcome to the team, Davion Thompson. AD declined, so we'll see if we have money. So I don't think we're signing Anthony Davis. We're not gonna bring him back. We could like work out a signing trade for him, but I just don't think it's gonna happen. So we'll get rid of all these. Hardy, I might want back. Kyrie Irving, we're not gonna re-sign. AD, I don't know, we might sign and trade. We'll see. We have some money. Do we have Ja Morant money though? No, we do not. But I feel like if we get rid of AD's cap, we might have money to do it. So, I think Flagg might play the power forward for us though. I think that might be what we do, and then we probably trade Gafford away. But I think Flagg will play that power forward for us. Not gonna lie, but I'm gonna announce Anthony Davis as well. We're gonna need to let these guys go. Now we could, last say, get some value for them while we're here. But I don't know. I kind of just want to rebuild this team, and I don't really want to get a $41 million player. So yeah, 80 will go, and then that's they won't give us job money. Really, we might still out there. I don't know why, but we just don't have the money. We just don't have the money. I thought that 62 million would at least free up something, 2K, but no, you lied to me. I guess we have 94 million. That's what. See, I should have 94 million. So why don't I have 94 million anymore? What changed? Tell me actually what changed, dude. I swear, said I knew I wasn't fully accurate. I knew 2K was going to do that, but honestly, this game is terrible anyway. So I think we trade Gafford away for like some more upgrades on the roster somehow. I'm gonna see what I could do. Hold on. I am gonna sign Isaiah Joe and Isaiah Evans in free agency. I think Isaiah Evans would be. I know what he does. I know. I remember. I remember how he developed. I know. I remember. Trust me. You can still re-sign AD. It's not happening though. Need to move on. So, I still like to replace him though. I still like to replace Gafford in the future. But we're not gonna obviously do that if we don't have a fair trade. All right. So here's Najee Marshall. How did he do with the team we sent him to? Utah, Brooklyn. Yeah, terrible from 3. So I was expected, but all right, Isaiah Evans, if he develops like I know he would, he'll be good. And then we signed Isaiah Joe, 12 points per game, 42% from 3. He'll be a good shooter. And then I still want to see if I can trade Gaffer for a guard or a forward. That's what I'm looking for. So a guard or a forward. So honestly, we might have to sell on that Patrick Williams trade because there's nothing else we can get. We get 2 rotational pieces. At least we get that. So, all right, 2 rotational pieces. I'll do it, man. Honestly, I'll do it. So, we get Nick Richards, Patrick Williams on this team now. So, I don't know if we move Isaiah Joe to a point. I'm not going to do it. I know Patrick Williams goes up, though. It's fine. We'll leave it like that. But and then we could probably resign Jaden Hardy, which I'll do. So, Jaden Hardy. I want to get him to as cheap as possible, though. So, Jaden Hardy as cheap as possible. It's what I'm hoping for. And if we resign him, we still have some money left to do something. So I hate taking on the Nick Richards contract, but there's another center we can sign in free agency. So like Ryan, I heard about him in the draft, but would he be the best option to go after? I don't know. There's no really big we can probably sign that'll probably go up in overall. Alex Conlon, so yeah, not really. Tyler Smith is not a center. If he was, I'd go after him, but he's not really a center in my opinion. So okay, we're gonna have to roll with him, but I will go ahead and resign Jaden Hardy. So Jaden Hardy, being in for like 18 million, 4-year deal, 80 million for this guy is really good in my opinion. So Hardy will be back. Flagg is up. We'll have Darius Acuff Jr. up. Isaiah Joe, Isaiah Evans stayed the same. So I was wrong about Isaiah Evans, I guess, but I'm still coming with offering him that contract. I'm gonna make sure we get an upgrade the backup center spot. We're trading away Nick Richards for Mitchell Robinson and a first round pick, and that's really it. So Mitchell Robinson will be the big addition. He'll be our new backup center. I don't know how long this will be, but he'll be here as a backup center. Running like this, I'm fine with what it's looking like right now. Hardy, I don't really want him to start over Case and Wallace, so I'm gonna continue to have him play the bench for us. But I'll see you guys now at the end of the season. MVP for Flagg. Probably gonna win these for the rest of the video, but at the end of the season, we finished off as the number 4 seed. The Lakers were not in it, so we're gonna have a draft lottery pick. The Lakers are, oh yeah, we're gonna definitely probably be top 3. So 33 from Flagg, 17 from Darius, 17, 8, and 2 loss from Lively, 16 from Hardy, 11 from Hendricks, 9 from Joe, 8 from Evans, 7, 5, and 4. So we're gonna run a 9-man rotation. That kicks out Isaiah Evans. He's cold anyway, so we're cool with that. I want to see if we make a strong run here in the playoffs. So we got San Antonio round 1. Hopefully we don't lose. They added Julian Strawther off the bench, Sasser, and Elijah Williams. So we'll see if we lose or not, and we are going to beat them at 6. Now we got Oklahoma City. They're the 1 seed, so they have Shai Alexander, obviously. They have Darren Peterson. Somehow they got him. 3rd overall pick. I guess they have J-Dub. They have Mika Marian. I don't know who this is, but he's here. And then they have Isaiah Hartenstein. Kola Topic is fully healthy, and he's back to playing. He's playing really good for them. So Christie, the Thunder got him. I think we might have signed. I don't know how he got. I think we might have signed traded with him. I might be just forgetting. Oh yeah, Case and Wallace. Yeah. So of course he wanted to play good. OKC averaging 10 and 39% from 3. Why couldn't he do this with us? Jaden, and then they have Joanne. So this is a good team. Game 1, we're gonna take. Game 2, we're gonna take. Game 3. We have the best player in the freaking world right now, Cooper Flagg. We could have played Portland or Golden State. I don't really see Portland in these combos, but they were here. We got Golden State. They were the 7th seed. I mean, yep, they were a playing team. They were originally the 8th seed. So we'll see what happens. They got Josh Giddey. I think we actually lost this team last year, and it actually pissed me off. But I don't think we lose again. This team looks a little worse, but as soon as I say that, we are gonna be okay. Can we go up 3-2? Can we beat them at 6? Yes, we can. We won 4 games in a row. Because then we got Charlotte. So Charlotte was a team that I think was here last year. That LaMelo, Ace Bailey. Literally pay attention how they got AJ DeBanz the 2. They have Keldon Johnson at the 4. That's something, and they have James Wiseman. So their front court depth isn't as strong. Is it for strong LaMelo Ball, Ace Bailey, and DeBanz? What they should do, is I'm being honest with you, they should move the bands to power forward and start like T. Johnson or something. I can't give them ideas though, right? It's like Moses. That's what they should do, but I'm not gonna give them ideas, man. Game 1, we're gonna take. Game 2, they ended up. Game 3, they're up 2-1. We're up 2 to, or they're up 3-2. We're down 3-2 now. This Hornets team, so I'm not really mad at. We go 8-man rotation player, 8 best players. Joe shooting might become really crucial here, so I really don't want to bench Isaiah Joe, but I kind of do want to play Flagg like almost the whole game at this point. So I'm gonna see if he could take minutes away from like these guys and then give these 8 minutes to Cooper Flagg. We want him playing almost. We're playing 47 minutes, literally almost 30 minutes. This is the finals, man. We need everybody. Our second player is probably Derek Lively, man. It might be crazy to think, but he has turned to our second best player. But Game 7, I don't care. I'm playing Cooper Flagg almost the whole game. And I guess that doesn't matter because we're going to get blown out. We're going to lose the NBA Finals. It sucks, but I feel we can bounce back from this. So 31 from Flagg. How do you only play 27 minutes? I don't really play him that much, bro, but Flagg was amazing in the playoff, 36.2%. I feel like we just need somebody to take the pressure off. If we can get somebody to take the pressure off of Flagg, drop 66 against Golden State in 1 game, so we definitely need some pressure to be taken off. Darius Acuff was pretty good. So I guess what you throw out is Darius Acuff shooting at this point, or not shooting, his development as AD retires a Pacer. So he retires Indiana Pacer. I wonder where Kyrie is. Betting into the draft lottery, that Lakers pick is going to be pick 6 in the draft. So nothing crazy, but it's still something, right? It's still something. The 6th overall pick. I honestly kind of want to get Cameron Mercer. This guy's insane. I've seen him. I kind of want to trade him at number one and get Cameron Mercer. That would be crazy to get Flagg and Mercer on the same team. But Mercer is just so good. He would take a bunch of pressure off, and we would be really good. I'm really intrigued by getting Cameron Mercer, and I think we should have to get him. So I'm not going to stay at 6. I don't care. Whoever we get at 6 is not going to be as good as Cameron Mercer. None of these guys are. So Cameron Mercer is the guy I want, and I'm going to see if I can make a trade with the Utah Jazz to see if we get him. So we're going to have to throw. It's going to, I don't know, we might not be able to do it, but they already have 13. So why not, right? So we might have to give you guys. I'll give you like Isaiah Joe, maybe Hardy. We'll have scoring now, so with Cameron Mercer coming into the building, we might need to give up a little bit of scoring. So Hardy or Isaiah Joe, who do I want to trade? I guess I'd rather trade Isaiah Joe, so he's lower overall, and then Isaiah Evans could be thrown in here, but he has a team option. But I think we can probably. I think we'll see. 2030, 3 unprotected, and then our future seconds for the number overall pick, they decline. Damn. Okay. Either our last tradable first round pick, Cameron Mercer. I don't want to, but what if we throw Isaiah Evans in there? But I know Isaiah Evans develops really nicely, so I don't know, I kind of want to keep him though. So I think he'd be solid for the future, but we might have to trade our last first round pick to do it, unless we give up Hardy instead. But I want Cameron Mercer. I never got a chance to draft. This would be the perfect time to do it. So Isaiah Joe, I didn't really see if he went up at small four. So Isaiah Evans has 3-star trade. Nothing crazy, but I still have a weird feeling he might develop. I've seen him do it. I see him develop really nicely. But we'll see. I'm gonna throw the same package. We're gonna throw our last second at you guys. So I'm gonna throw all of our second round picks for this. Gate number one. They still say no. So I guess could we keep Isaiah Joe and trade Isaiah Evans? Oh, I guess it just took that. But Isaiah Evans is gone. I will be in clear position to select Cameron Mercer with the number one overall pick in the draft. So we went all in. We got Flagg the help he needed, and Cameron Mercer, Darius Acup, and Cooper Flagg be the trio of the future. And man, am I excited to say this. Cameron Mercer, welcome to Dallas. You'll be the perfect fit for this team. The Jazz drafted Quentin Wilson at 6, so he would have been good, but not as good as 81 overall Cameron Mercer. So we'll have a nice little big three in developing. Not saying that's what we need, but Flagg is an offer from the Sixers, but we're not letting that happen. We're gonna just re-sign Flagg now, so we don't have to do it later. So he'll be signed. Cooper Flagg will come back to Dallas, so we'll worry about that now. Taylor Hendricks, I want him back as well. So you get him for like 22 million, 3-year deal for Hendricks, and then Patrick Williams, someone I want back as well. So what can we pay Pat Will? I mean, we might not even need to bring him back. We'll see. But I have to see. So we have Darius Acuff Jr. When one of these guys have to slide down to point guard, I just don't know who's gonna be. Let's see. Joe down, Hardy down, Wallace down. I guess Hardy's the guy we have to move there. But we'll have Wallace, Isaiah Joe. We'll have Hendricks. I want Kieran Mercer to start me at least 6'9". He's the same height as Hendricks. I had to move him to small forward. So it's looking good, bro. He'll start. Cooper Flagg. So now I guess we might need to re-sign Patrick Williams to be the backup power forward. But he might go down moving to power forward. So I think Noah Clowney's a good option. Let's see. Alex Lundberg. We might not even be playing him, being honest with you. So I think we let him go. I don't think we're going to be playing him anyway, especially for that much money. So if we can get like a Bryson Tilley, 10 million, Yabusele, Jordan Nwora, Eden Sheridan is here. Deron Reed, sure. Deron Reed for like a 2-year deal. See if he develops into anything. So Deron Reed, give him an opportunity to become something here. They'll go straight to player progression. So player progression, enough's the rights. Patrick Williams, we won't worry about him. But player progression, hopefully this isn't looking. I think this will look good, right? So Cooper Flagg's up. Hardy is starting to go down, so it's not the same Jaden Hardy we once knew, 26, 29, 26, 27. Obviously, he's regressing a lot more, but he still be a good piece on the least. By the way, what did the Jazz? The Jazz, we gave up a lot, so Isaiah has what, to 85, so or 84, so yeah. I expected it took him to go up. They have Trey Johnson as well. They had a bunch of forwards, so I don't hate the idea of doing that. So Anthony Thompson, keep seeing this guy, but I don't know much about him. But Okay, Cameron Mercer. We got him. He was the big addition in the offseason, and I'm hoping he can make it through to the future, man. We only have a couple more years left to win our first championship. We made the finals last year, so that's a great step in the right direction. I think we're gonna do it. I really think we are gonna do it really soon. So yeah, so we're just down on the 23 draft class, bunch of eighth graders, man. So King Baycott, all these guys in eighth grade, which is insane to me. But coaching. Okay, so yeah, there is a cuff, Keith and Wallace. So we might have to trade Wallace at the trade deadline. I don't hate that as well. Maybe getting somebody that'll shoot 40%. I don't want to be greedy here. Actually, he's pretty good. Never mind. Taylor Hendricks will start, but I do want to start Cameron Mercer. Cameron Mercer will get the starting role. I know it sucks to bench Hendricks, but Mercer and Flagg in the same lineup. They're both the same height, which is crazy, but that's going to be good for us. We'll run this rotation. This is what I want to run. This is what I'll do. And also see you guys at the end of the season. We'll be a really good team. This will we or will we? Another MVP for Flagg, but honestly, dude, we're the one seed this year, so obviously we know what the expectation is. Expectation every year for us to get it done, man. They want to bench Mercer now. Why they want to bench him, dude? He's literally averaging like I'm not doing that. Not it's not happening. 2K. Why'd you want to bench him now? It literally doesn't make any sense now, does it, bro? No, it doesn't. So and it's not happening. So sorry, 2K. But all right, I guess so. Player stat we had about 31 from Flat, 19 from McCuff, 18. These guys are developing. Mercer's going to be the second star. A-Cup's going to be a really good point guard. I already know it. 16 from Lively. He's the good center. We already have our starting five of the future. The bench is obviously needs some work. I don't know about shooting guard spot, but we'll go to a-man rotation. You got Phoenix around one, so it's a lot of Booker, they have Arenas, and now Dalton Connect. Alex, they have Jabari Smith playing center, so Jabari's not a center, so Lively just absolutely attack. He's 6'10", but you guys know what it is. So we are going to beat the Mississippi. Now we got Sacramento. So Devin Carter, Jalen Harrelson, they have Baba, so this guy is Baba guy. I have to know more info about him. He's pretty good. George, Jalen Williams. But I mean, I still don't think this team could beat us. I really don't think they could. Down 3-2. Of course we are. Of course we're down 3-2, man. Get 2K, give me the same treatment you guys give all the other teams. They came back from 3-1, 3-2, and let me come back down from 3-2. Let me win this game and make this game be so predictable. Okay, so yeah, we all know what it is. When you're down, when you're up 3-2, you're most likely choking it. That's how the 2K simulation goes. So that's what they put in the code thing, made them go down 3-2. So then we got this Thunder team again. So J Dub, Collins, they have Joanne up to 87 now. Jaden Boogie Flan. He was not on the team. I guess he wasn't on the team last year. Well, here we go. Game one. We're gonna take game two. Even it up. Game three. We're up 2-1. Even up 2-2. We're up 3-2. So, yeah, we're done. Yeah, we're done. It was two. Yeah, I knew. We're up 3-2. You lose. It's just literally how it goes. It's how it goes, man. Unless 2K switched up the script this time, which they may have, it might have. 2K switched up the script. That's great. They switched up the script, and we're gonna win it. 126 to 124, 27 and 10 from Darius. He's having a really good playoff series himself, averaging 24 and 11. We had 27 from Flagg, 25 from Cameron Mercer, and a really good season from everybody. Or playoff series. Now we got the Hornets. We lost this team last year. They had themselves a better starting five. They could probably rely on for the future. They still have the bands, the Ace Bailey being 6'10", LaMelo being a 6'7", and bands being 6'9". It's crazy. Jarris Walker 6'7". So yeah, we might be cooked. We might be, but I'm not counting out this team. We're gonna lose game one. We're gonna lose game two. We're gonna take game three. We're gonna even this back up. Can we go up 3-2? Can we worse in game seven? Yes, we can. Okay, game seven in Charlotte. This is what we've been waiting for, man. Game seven in Charlotte. Let's walk out of here in Charlotte with that NBA final trophy. We're gonna hold up, and we're gonna do it. We're gonna win the NBA championship in blowout fashion. As finally, we should have had a lot more. 168 to 137. We did not come to play. Flagg with 46. Darius with 30 and 15. 25 from Hendricks. 23 from Hardy. As we got the championship in the freaking bag. So, Cooper Flagg's probably the piece. So, how many years have we done? One, two, three, four, four. That's it. Flagg doesn't win it this year. It just like it was an AJ DeBanza, so I'm hoping he didn't have an off year, but The Portland Trailblazers were the 1 seed this year, as we ended up being the 2 seeds. The Blazers no longer have Sharp or anybody else. They only have Scoot. They still have Simons though, but hoping everybody didn't just have an off year. So Flagg still definitely could have won MVP. I don't know how the band's the one. I guess they might have a better record. I don't know. He had a better season. I really think he did. 17, 15, 15, 13, 11 from Duron Reed, 9, 6, 6, and 4. So we're gonna go 9-man rotation, bench release. We had a new head coach now in JJ Redick because obviously Nick Nurse didn't sign, so we have a new head coach. Duron Reed actually played pretty good, averaged 11 points in this small role. So I wonder what he could do in a whole lot bigger role. So, but here we go. We got Utah in round 1. So George Gaskins, 6'8" shooting guard. We got Isaiah Evans. We sent him to Utah. He ended up being a pretty good player. So it sucks we had to trade him. They also have Chet Holmgren, I think I saw, coming off the bench, which literally makes no sense. Why is he coming off the bench? But here we go. Can we go out and beat the Utah Jazz here, which we are going to lose in 6? So, of course, dude, of course. It's too obvious. We cannot go back-to-back. Stuga doesn't let you do that, apparently. But the Timberwolves going to win the championship. Anthony Edwards is probably so. Ant, I think that might be his first one. That is his. So he won 2. That first one doesn't really count but he won 2. I'm gonna say that he won 2. But we got Jamal Murray. This was the 6th season. I'm just gonna run it back because we did not really much we probably could do to upgrade this roster. So I'm just gonna run it back another year. So no picks until 2033. I think I saw. So Mercer free, except Ron Reed's a free agent. We have Mitchell Robinson, which we'll probably have to re-sign him. So we have really no choice. We need to bring him back, and then him, and then Ronald Wright. I really don't care about, but welcome back to the team, Mitch Robinson. I'd love to get Duron Reed back if possible. Now we are the last guy off the bench. We're gonna see if we get Darren Reed back. He might go up his overall too. He's still 25, so good for us. We're just gonna run it back. We might stop the trade line and make a trade. We have the assets to do so. We can trade. I did extend Case and Wallace to the extension deadline, as well as Derek Lively to future deals. So we've done that. I locked myself into those guys, but I still don't hate that. Maybe moving off from Case Wallace, we traded for him a while back. We could definitely trade him again for something. And I actually have an idea we can possibly get for him as well. John Moran is a free agent again. He signed with the Clippers. Now he's going to probably sign with the Sixers on a $6 million deal. That's going to be interesting. But there's a bunch of players still here that's not getting the bag that they want. So see where they go. Drawn Reed is back. We have Acuff, Mercer up. I only got it down as Isaiah Joe. But I feel like I can mix with the word of Isaiah Joe's contract. He's just sitting here rotting, and I think I have an idea. I really do have an idea, and I think it could work out for both sides if we get it done. Flagg wins the MVP, but at the end of the season, we finished. I was number 2 seed. Hopefully, we don't lose in round 1. We got the Warriors, but really, all I'm worried about here is the playoffs. Nothing else really matters at this point, man. We need our backup center to play. So, they have. I think we probably they have Trey Johnson off the bench. It looks like, but he might be starting. Which no, he's off the bench actually. Skilly beat this team. We win in 6. Then we got Oklahoma City. We've been playing OKC a lot. They're really not this. They haven't been that good in 2 games. They have a new center starting. But we'll see if we can beat them as we beat them at 5. We got Los Angeles, the Clippers. They got Jeremiah Fears, Jalen Green, Grimes as small forwards. So they're running a really small lineup of 6'4", 6'4", 6'4", and they even have a center playing. Yes, this is a really undersized small ball team, but let's take game 1. I guess it works in their own right because they're here in the conference final. We're going to sweep them now. We got Philly. They still have Tyrese Maxey. They have VJ Edge come up to a 97 overall, so they have Malachi Jordan. I've never heard of this guy, but, man, he looks pretty good. Giannis, he's 37 at this point. Eric Dampier. I have heard about him. He's pretty good as a center. Jalen Duren. Strother, but we'll see what we can do. Game 1, they're gonna take game 2. They're up game 3. They're up 2-1. We're even up 2-2. We're up 2-2, and I just didn't really think we were gonna lose to that team. We're down 2-1. I just really had I really had no faith we're gonna lose that. I had faith. I had 100% faith we're gonna win the championship that year, but now I think it's all about making the tough decisions. We're gonna have to make these decisions really soon. We might have our pick this year. No, we have a second. But so we're gonna have to make some tough decisions heading on. Cameron Mercer. So we're gonna have to obviously, who's a free agent. I'm extending everybody, but hopefully Reed comes back as qualifying offer because we won't be able to pay him and Hardy. So Hardy, 15 million, 4-year deal. Might eventually have to trade him also, but I want to have Reed also come back as qualifying offer if it lets me. So Darion Reed, so we'll re-sign Hardy, and then Darion Reed will be the last guy off the bench. But I want to see what we can get for Wallace and Joe. I want to switch it up a little bit. So Wallace, Joe, and a first-round pick in 2034. What could that give me? Anything? Kobe White at this point, but he's 32. Dyson Daniels. We might have to get Dyson Daniels, man. But he's 6'7". I feel like he'd fit right in. I'm gonna do it. Dyson Daniels, welcome to Dallas. We get a upgrade there, in my opinion. He is 29 though, and how old was Case of Walls? He might have actually been younger. He was 28, but he was about to 29. It's not really a big age gap, in my opinion. So that's gonna wait on Deron Reed to come back. We could pay him now, but we could just pay him now. He'd be a solid piece for us off the bench. But the asking price might go up later. So yeah, we'll pay it now. So we'll just pay him 23 million, $69 million for just be a good player for us. He might not be worth all that, which he actually isn't. So should we pay him that? Honestly, now I think about it, we probably shouldn't. We probably just wait his qualifying offer. That's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna wait. He might not want to resign us. We really declined this option, but we might be someone last day of free agency. So I don't think it was really worth all that money. So okay, Darion Reed, we get him for 21 million for 2 years. That's a lot better. 42 million. Okay, it's a lot better than our last contract. We really don't have a bench by any means, but we got Dyson Daniels, and we might be running an 8-man rotation this year. Wow, I forgot we don't even have a backup 5. So yeah, I didn't really pay attention to that. I thought we still had Mitchell Robinson. Should have given me the bird rights to freaking sign him back. Then maybe 2K would have freaking maybe to get what at least I don't know, but I really should have his bird rights. It's not my fault. Darius Acuff and Dash Daniels. So Dyson Daniels is the new addition. He's not as good as a shooter as Cason Wallace. Mercer Flagg is still here. Obviously, he's been here. Lively, Reed, Hardy. We have Jordan Miller playing. Yeah, we might as well go 8-man rotation, man. Unless we can possibly get a center somehow. With this. So we're gonna move some of you guys to small forward. So Miller will go up at small forward. Jackson. We're gonna see whatever we do to get a center here right now. And if we can, at least it's somebody that can start for us. So we might have to trade another first round pick. I'm fine with doing it, bro. I don't even care. So any pick could be literally anybody, and no center pops up at all, really. Okay. Maybe we get Ben Shepherd, and then maybe rewrite Ben Shepherd to a third team, and then get a center there. So Ben Shepherd, can we get a swap? $5 million. Somebody has to have at least somebody with $5 million. So Nick Claxton. I know he's not the same Nick Claxton he is now, but we need at least a body there at this point. So we might have to settle on that, which is just fine with me. Let's again get this guy as well, but Nick Claxton, we need a center and have to get him, even though we probably won't like it. But see you guys at the end of the season. For Flagg MVP, but we finished off as the number. So the Blazers have been the number one seed for a while. They haven't won much. How was Dino Montgomery? I never really heard of him. He's pretty good, I guess. But they've had some players I never really know much about. But we ended up being the number 2 seed this year. Player stats about 29 from Cooper Flagg. Cameron Mercer is finally developing like I wanted him to, 27.5. So yeah, I knew him. Flagg, Acuff, the big three, 20 from Derek Lively, or 19.6, 9 rebounds, 2 blocks. So Lively, I've never seen him have this good of an offense. He usually would average only 8, maybe 10 points, but now I've never seen him really do any of this. So shout out to Derek Lively. We had 11 from Deron Reed. 9 from Dyson Dales with 8 assists, 2 steals. He might have been a little bit better defender than him. He also looks like he shot better from 3, 41%, 8.5, and then 4, and then 2. Who averaged 2 points? Because I don't remember playing. I guess we was Nick Claxton, but he's not gonna play anymore. So we got obviously Flagg. All these guys are playing. The stars are playing the most minutes, obviously. So now we got Denver in round 1. Mikael Brown is here. I remember we could have taken him. I think so. They also got JJ Crawford. They got Nates. They got still have Nikola Jokic on this team. He's 38 years old. So probably he has to retire at this point to go back to Serbia. But he's still here, Nikola Jokic, and he has some really good seasons too. So are we gonna lose this team or are we gonna win? Let's see. Are Nikola Jokic gonna get another ring? No, he's not. So now we beat them at State. Now we got Sacramento. They have a little bit of a better team. They have Paul, which I'm not too familiar of, but we're gonna beat them. Now we got Golden State. They have Giddy, Richardson. So I think we beat this team last year. We'll see what happens this year. We're gonna sweep them. Now we got Philly. We faced off this team last year. Now they've added Zion Williamson. We're gonna beat them. Yes, we are. Beat them at 5. We win the championship. So that's MVP for Cooper Flagg. But Steve Kerr hasn't retired. He's still coaching this Warriors team. But they ended up being the 1 seed. I guess we just allergic to the 1 seed. We just keep getting 2 seed to win a championship. But 61-21, I'll take it. I honestly can't really be mad at this. So, player stats, though, we had about 29 from Flagg, 26 from Cameron Mercer. He ended up being an absolute, needed him with number 1 overall pick. We probably don't win without him. There's A Cuff, 22. I extended Flagg to be in the video for the rest of the video, obviously. But we're going to run a 8-man rotation here in the playoffs. This guy, Kimi, how you say his name, ended up being pretty good. He ended up developing really nicely. Might run a 9-man rotation, actually, get him in, because he ended up being just that good, I guess. So, but we got Memphis in round 1. We'll see if we lose. We'll see if we win. We're going to beat them at 7. Now we got Portland. So, obviously, teams are getting better. Scoot is still in the Blazers uniform. So, we'll see what happens there as we beat them at 5. Now we got the 1 Seagull. This is the matchup we probably all want to see. Let's see what the hype about this Warrior team is. Was it Trey Johnson? I don't know. Is it Diop? Is it me? They have a bunch of guys that they signed from rookie contracts that they didn't bring back. But against the Warriors, we're gonna lose in 5. So I don't really know why that Warriors team is so good, but they're gonna lose to Philly. So Philly's lucky we're not there. If we're there, Philly's not winning. But is that the last season? We have one more season left to go. Flagg wins another MVP. Or this is the last season here. We're the number 1 seed. We got Oklahoma City in round 1. So it'd be nice to end this video off on a championship, definitely. But we're gonna see if we can do it. So in round 1, we are gonna beat them in 7. Now we got Sacramento in round 2, which we are going to beat them in 5. Now we got Golden State in round 3, as we are going to beat them in the final. We got Charlotte. Charlotte and Philly have been going to war, man. And the East, they've been the 2 teams. But we're going to see if we beat Charlotte. Melo, Bailey, we all know how this team looks like at this point. They, but we'll see. So game 1, we're going to take game 2. We're going to take game 3. They're going to take game 4 up 3-1. We're going to end this one off on a championship. So that's the end of this one. Hope you guys enjoyed this 10-year rebuild with Cooper Flagg. Obviously, the Mavericks would probably want it to be like this in total. Cooper Flagg we got 4 championships. Cooper Flagg won 7 MVPs, 3 Finals MVPs. So 4 championships in 10 years is definitely a dynasty. So we'll absolutely take that. Let me see if he broke any was he on the all-time scoring list anywhere on it? We can see probably really quickly, but might not have been. He might not have been that high. I know he scored the ball a lot. But I guess I can see this really quickly. I just have to see how many points Cooper Fly scores so I can honestly, make it. So it's in somewhere in the 20s. So I'm gonna say look at this real quick. That'll end the video off to see how good Cooper Flag was. So he should there he was 55th. That's not Cooper Fly. That's not Cooper Fly, dude. But if you keep this up, he's definitely on a trajectory to probably, be LeBron James scoring record. But we guys enjoyed this one, and I'll see you guys next time.